folks, it's the Creepy Kentuckian here with you from DEADPIT.com, doing a little bit of a different video than what we normally do here. As a lot of you guys may know, if you know me, you've got me on Facebook and all that, I do a lot of Goodwill hunting. Yeah. On the weekends, my wife and I, most of the time, we're going around to a variety of different Goodwills throughout the state of Kentucky, mostly eastern Kentucky, but sometimes, northern, southern, sometimes in Tennessee, sometimes in North Kakalaki, sometimes in Florida. We go all around, right? So this Goodwill score that I'm showing you guys was in West Virginia. Oh, yeah. To be quite honest with you, you're not going to find stuff like this every time out. My best advice for people wanting to go Goodwill hunting and looking for movies and stuff like that is go on a regular basis. Hit up the same stores. The stores get new stuff daily, most of them. But this is kind of cool, and I'll tell you about how this all came about. So I worked this past Saturday, got off work at 2 o'clock, and my wife wanted to do a little bit of Christmas shopping. There's a mall in West Virginia. Best Buy had some, and I got some Best Buy movies too, but I'm not showing Best Buy stuff. So we go, and it's about an hour and 15 minutes from where we live, and hit up one Goodwill on this trip, just one Goodwill, and this was the honey hole, baby. So we're going to get into it. Here's the bag of goodies, right, at this particular Goodwill in somewhere in West Virginia. I'm not going to tell you which one. You guys might go and then steal all the stuff for the next run. So I'm not telling you which Goodwill. It could be any Goodwill in the state of West Virginia. But anyway, by the books, there was a shopping cart full of mainly paperback books, a lot of which was from the early 80s. And so I'm like, there's a lot of interesting shit that I could possibly find here. So I didn't know exactly what I was looking for. But I dug and I found the first one that I found where I was like, well, this is kind of unusual. And I will probably sell this. I think it's like $18, $20 or so on eBay. It is a golden book of She-Ra and the Princess of Power. Yeah. Any fans of Masters of the Universe and He-Man will remember that the show ended, the He-Man show ended, but Princess of Power, the She-Ra show, had begun. So this is the Golden Book from 1984. Most of the stuff that is in this lot is from 83, 84. So that's pretty cool. I've never seen this book before. A Golden Book does a lot of the little kids' books. But it does have some pretty cool artwork in there. So it's pretty neat. That was a pretty neat score. That was $1.99. I think the rest of these were $1. So this is one that my wife wanted, but I think what year did this one come out? Okay. So this one was a little bit older. This one was like 1990. November 1990. So I guess I could have technically been into this. This is R.L. Stine's Fear Street, The Stepsister. So that was $1. And the thing that sucks about these paperbacks is all of them have this sticker on there, which I'm going to have to figure out a good way to get off. So I grabbed this one too, because this is the original release paperback of Stephen King's Pet Sematary. This one is the original pressing from, it says in here, I think the year was like 1984. First signet printing from November 1984. Pet Sematary, right? And I think there's a hardback version with this same cover. $1 all day long. Now, this is one that's kind of interesting. And there's a big market for this, and we're going to talk about this for a second. The movie tie-in books. This was released in 87, along with the movie Adventures in Babysitting. And I had no idea this one even exists. But yeah, this is a very, very fun movie from the mid to late 80s. And oddly enough, was also produced by Deborah Hill from the original Halloween. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, Elizabeth Shue, directed by Chris Columbus, who also did work on the Goonies. You see his name a lot in the 80s. That was pretty cool. I don't know if that one's worth that much, but I thought it was neat, so I grabbed it for $1. And I swear to God, like, the last two in here were right together, and I was kind of excited, especially by this last one I'm going to show you guys. So this one right here is also from when the movie came out, 1981, I think. 82, maybe. 82, Amblin Pictures. This is the Poltergeist book novelization. So Poltergeist was a huge movie back in the day, and it's an interesting cover there as well. You don't see that cover very often. So I definitely wanted to grab that. And then right behind it, and it was seriously in the bottom of that shopping cart, like I was telling you guys. And I really had to do a double take. I was like, what? So yes, and I swear to God, I went through that cart again at least another 3 or 4 times, hoping there would be possibly another one of these. But no, to no avail. But I literally, like, I sat there and stared at it like, because I never thought that I would find one of these, let alone in a Goodwill for $1. They didn't know what this was. This is the book novelization for Friday the 13th, Part 3. Now, these have a weird history. So they did book novelizations for Friday the 13th, 1, 2, 3, and I think they had 2 of them for 3. I think they had another 3 that was in 3D. I don't know if it had 3D pictures in it or what the deal was, but it had a different cover. It had like a hockey mask cover. Oddly enough, this one is the rarer of the 2, according to eBay. This one right here is $150 to $200 on eBay, which is nuts. It's just a little paperback book is all it is, right? From the same year it was released, 81, 80, I think this is 82. But yeah, they would release, I think, the first one, if you have the first pressing of Friday the 13th, Part 1, that one goes for $300 easily. But other than that, I think this is the rarest of the Friday the 13th books. Now, you would probably go in 100 Goodwill stores and not find this. You know, that's how rare it is. I'm going to start looking more for these, though, just for the hell of it. I know that they made some Halloween ones as well. They did all kinds of the book novelizations back in the early, late 70s, early 80s. Oddly enough, though, like I said, Friday the 13th, they had 1, 2 Part 3s, and I think Part 6. And then some of the later movies may have had some novelizations as well. I'm not certain on that. But as far as the classic ones, yeah, this is one of the more sought after ones, and I was very excited to pick this up and see it for $1. My only thing now is to get this sticker off of this damn thing without ruining the book any more than it already is. I mean, it's got some decent damage to it, but really not too bad considering it's about a 40-year-old book, and it's just a paperback book, right? And I did, in the front of it here, Jessie Watkins. I don't know if you guys can see that. She is the one that donated the book, more than likely, to Goodwill. So, Jessie, I am thankful for you that you did not look any of these books up, especially this one, on eBay. Because otherwise it would be on there, and, yeah, I wouldn't have gotten it for $1. So that is it, guys, for the video. Let me know if you like this sort of thing. I may do more Goodwill score videos and stuff like that. I don't know how often I'll have really cool stuff like this, like these, but who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who's to say? Tom Atkins might. So that is it. Hope you guys enjoy and have a great week. Keep track of us on DeadPitOnPatreon.com and, of course, DeadPit.com. Give us the thumbs up.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do.
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell. Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. DeadPitOnPatreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.